Hello, Deacon Robert Mitchell here. So, this is sort of my rough draft. I'm getting ready to do later today Holy Communion for the first time, leading it within my actual church. So it's kind of a big deal, and I kind of wanted to test out my homily, and then I thought maybe those of you who are used to getting the Holy Communion video for Sunday, you could at least get a video today of my homily. So the readings for today are Acts 4, 32 through 35, 1 John 5, verses 1 through 6, and John 20, verses 19 through 31. And so the homily that I'm about to test out on you now will be delivered after those readings. And so as a result, this will probably make more sense if you're familiar with those readings. You probably don't have to have them, but it might be useful. So today is Divine Mercy Sunday. In 1966, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a report, and the United States became the first country to put a mandatory warning label on cigarette packs. Did everybody quit smoking? Did smoking cigarettes die out? No, it didn't. That's not what happened at all. In 1984, the United States passed the MLDA, which effectively raised the minimum legal drinking age to 21. And did teens stop drinking? Did those who could legally purchase alcohol stop buying alcohol for teens? Did teens stop destroying their developing minds just because studies showed that drinking at ages younger than 21 was dangerous to the brain? No, none of that happened. Did teens stop dying as a result of DUI-related traffic accidents? No, that's not what happened. Why? Because people don't do what's good for them, even in the face of evidence. We hear the news, but we don't engage. We know the risks, but it just doesn't hit home. Doctors tell us to exercise and eat right, but we don't. Psychologists tell us that 2 hours of screen time per day maximum for children is essential for ensuring their mental health and proper development. But we let our kids play video games all day. We know that 4 hours is maximum for adults. But we stay online all day. Jesus knows this intimately. He knows this because he comes into the world and he performs miracles all over the world, far and wide. He heals lepers, he cures the blind, he drives out demons. He even raises the dead and walks on water. And is that it? Does everyone just roll over and get the message? No, they don't. So just like us, ignoring the advice of doctors and the rule of law, we didn't pay attention. Judas sold Jesus down the river for 30 pieces of silver. Peter denied him 3 times. We humans are just a really, really hard-headed bunch, aren't we? And Jesus knows this. He knows that there's only one way he can get through our thick skulls. He has to enter into our human condition, and then he has to conquer it You know, we like to break into tombs and steal things. Jesus does the opposite. He breaks out of the tomb and gives us things. Jesus knows how we think and how we work, and this is why when he comes back after he escapes from the grave, he doesn't visit pharaohs and queens and kings and emperors and princes so that they can issue demands and make laws and proclamations. Because he knows that humans don't listen to that kind of thing. Instead, he appears to select people who are ready to hear the message. And what does he have to do? He has to start his mission all over again. Even after coming back from the dead, it still takes him 50 days to build the disciples up to a point where they're ready for the descent of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost, which we'll celebrate in the coming weeks. And so today's readings make perfectly good sense. In Acts 4, we see the disciples living in true community, supporting the apostles, embodying Christ's ideals. And in 1 John we read, "We keep his commandments, and the commandments are not burdensome, because whoever is begotten by God conquers the world." This is the one who came through water and blood, Jesus Christ, not by water alone, but by water and blood. Now, what does that mean? It means that baptism isn't enough. Water isn't enough. A splash of water, a label, a press conference, a warning, some good advice. Big deal. We are all Thomas. We see the miracles and hear the good news, and so what? We need to touch the wounds. Not by water alone are we convinced, but by blood. It's that resurrection. It's that pesky resurrection that the modern world just keeps telling us that, it's not plausible. Couldn't have happened. But it turns out that it had to have happened. It turns out that it's absolutely essential, because that's the only thing that works. Jesus isn't just another wise teacher giving good advice. He's not your doctor telling you to eat good and exercise. He's not the Surgeon General telling you not to smoke, or any of the other people that you can, will, and do systematically ignore. He's the one who entered into your suffering, who shared your condition, who shared your cravings of the flesh, who suffered the pain of betrayal, the agony of torture, and the horror of death. The one who overcame it all to show you what is possible through Christ and through Christ alone. Friends, this Divine Mercy Sunday, we get to see the wisdom and mercy of Jesus on full display, come to deliver us from the sins of the world. At the end of time, in the divine eschaton, at some point in the future, yes indeed. But also today, right now, in your life. Thanks for listening. Take care, and God bless.